Hello everyone, Cat Dad Things here, and we're back again in Guild Wars 2, and I've got another gold farm situation made for us here in one of the different map zones. But first I wanted to check out my character. I went for a different look. I went from the fiery volcano whatever thing to generic Viking. Check it out. Bland colors, generic mold. I was trying to go as Viking as humanly possible with everything that I had, and I feel like I did a pretty good job. If you feel so too, let me know in the comments. But anyway, so this time around, we are in the Blazeridge steppes. So if you look in your overall map, it's on the lower corner of Ascalon. Blazeridge steppes, level 40 to 50. So you can be just in Central Tyria and be able to do this kind of a farm. You're looking for the Refugee Sanctum waypoint or the Kinnar Fort waypoint. Sometimes it gets contested, but they're right next to each other, so it really doesn't matter. Very easy farm to do. The difference this time is there's a key dust called Radiant Dust. So if you look at the map, you see this whole scar here. You can kind of get them all from the mobs that go there. This just happens to be my favorite route because the map is rather large. You can run the whole thing if you want to. You don't necessarily have to. It's totally up to you. But right now I'm just looking for that Radiant Dust on one of the mobs so I can show it off to you. Of course, it's deciding not to drop for me. But I'm gonna try and see about all the different gold farms that I can find in the game. Some of them being different currencies that you find and you trade them in, whether it's karma, certain season map rewards, and things like that. And I'm trying to keep it casual. Of course, we can always get sweaty if we want to and find the best gold per hour. That's totally doable, but sometimes it's just nice to turn our brains off. There we go. Pile of Radiant Dust. So before we had the pile of Luminous Dust, this sells actually for more. If we check the trading post, before it was around 7 to 8 silver, this generally hits between from 10 to 11 silver. So we get more from it, obviously. So gold farm is a little bit better. Personally, now I haven't been doing this for years and years. Personally, when I do the other farm, I get more Luminous Dust than I do Radiant Dust. So it's kind of hard to calculate. I'll do another video where I speed it up and I'm going through the half hour of just getting Radiant. And we'll see which dust gets you more gold overall in the end. So the reason why I like to pick this area is, of course, the circle here. If you see on the map, there are humanoid ghosts, Ascalon ghosts here. And if you just stick in this tight circle, as long as there's no one else bothering you, you want to be farming alone, you can just continue the circle and they'll regenerate. The mobs will respawn by the time you get around. If you need to, you can kind of venture off just a little bit, but as long as you loop back here, it's pretty consistent. Personally, I feel like the humanoids give you a little bit more Radiant Dust. What I have noticed, oh great, as soon as I get out my map, there's people. That's funny. Anyway, as soon as I noticed too that if I hit the branded mobs, it's kind of iffy if I get a Luminous or Radiant. So that can kind of affect our overall score for dust. So we have to be careful of that. So I'm gonna tucker away myself over here in the corner. And we're gonna go through our food again and our utility. So pumpkin oil, love it, classic, gotta use it. I should have waited, but I did it anyway. I did forget to mention, someone brought out in the comments, I forgot to mention the Omnomberry bars. They actually give you 30% magic find also, and it counts as your food slot, not your utility. So you can have both of these buffs, which give you a grand total of 60 extra percent magic find, which will help your farm so much. They can feel expensive, especially for new players if you're buying them in bulk, but if you do just a half hour, an hour of this farm, you've already paid for it. And then you can just keep on going because now you have a bulk of these mats. So without further ado, we're going to get ourselves started. I'm going to refresh everything. We're going to do it for just a half an hour, times it by 2. We're going to look at all the things that we get in our inventory. We're going to calculate that in our costs. So I'm just going to delete that so I don't have to worry about it. So I have 2 in my bank, plus this, that makes 3. So we're going to subtract that from our total, and then we'll just get right underway here. So let's eat our stuff, and then we'll get started. Something that's nice about this farm too is sometimes this event will pop up, which will summon mobs, so it's kind of a free way to get some extra dust. If you don't have too many people tagging them and you get a chance to get in there and weave in between the mobs you fight outside, you can just get some free dust from it.
Is there more to us than the words we say, the games we play? Can we know that we're not dreaming? We have this feeling that we can't explain. Do this every day, but love will find its way. I feel your presence, but I can't help but notice that you are missing where I need you most. I'm so cold inside, but I can't stop this fever. You are a million miles away, but I can still feel you here. These seas will never drown us out. We're in this together. We're in this together. You are a million miles away, but I can still feel you here. These seas will never drown us out. But is there more that we can do? If we really wanted to, can we make this more than a you want me and I want you? But can I swim across these seas? We're in this together. 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 Together. We're in together. We're in this together. We're in this. You are a million miles away, but I can still feel you here. These seas will never drown us out.
Alrighty, it looks like the time wore out, so let's just get out of here. Gonna deliver this real quick, get rid of my artifacts. 30, wow, that's a lot. Okay, so let's get to a safe spot so we can take a look at what we got. So, as it reads, let's see, so from this point on, everything that we've gotten here is part of the loot table. We did finish an event, which gave us a shiny bauble. Hey, that's part of it. And some luminous dust, which is still gonna count towards the total. So let's see here. So 56 equals, look at that, 5 gold, 65 silver. That's pretty solid. Not to mention we have about 2 silver here. Whatever we can salvage from this. You can salvage all of these, of course, too. Get some raw materials. If we were to sell the 4 that we got extra, another 30 silver, plus a 30 silver, and whatever we got from there. I won't count that. But anyway, so this can net you more money, and even as you saw during the video that I had, I did speed it up for certain parts. It was kind of congested. This can be a popular spot for people, especially because you only get so much area to farm these mobs in. So if you can find a clear map that's fresh and it's just you going around, you can make more money than the other farm that we had for just killing people. And what's nice is this is just a casual farm. You can have your favorite song on, or maybe a YouTube video that you're kind of semi-watching, and you just go around in circles mindlessly, taking out these mobs and just getting tons and tons of gold generated. So that's the farm I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.